Last video for this month, outdoors. So we have outside, we start with the open 5 hand shape, palm facing towards you, dominant hand. And as I move it out and away from me, I close it. I do it twice. Outside, it's a noun. Garage, non-dominant flat palm down. Dominant makes a 3 hand shape, palm facing the opposite direction. And I move it underneath my non-dominant twice. Garage. Like you're parking a vehicle. This is supposed to be a vehicle moving into a garage. Bike or bicycle, not like moped or motorcycle, like an actual bicycle, pedal bike. 2 S hand shapes, alternating, circling out and away from you. Pretty easy. It's like supposed to be the feet pedaling on the bike, bicycle, bike. Car, I've seen it finger spelled. Most of the time I see car, 2 S hand shapes, palms facing each other. Again, alternating like you're holding a steering wheel. Sometimes we will finger spell if we want a specific type of vehicle. That was a tractor. And then depending on how big the steering wheel is, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Instead of car really close to me, I'll make it a little bit bigger because the steering wheels on tractors are much bigger. Truck. Finger spelled, but as you, it's technically called a loan sign. You just need to really put T, R, and K out there. And as you do it, you're supposed to start in front of you and slowly move back, T, R, K. It's technically the right sign. In the school systems, do I see people use truck, 2 T hand shapes, dominant in front, non-dominant behind, and they pull them apart slightly like that twice? Yes. Is that a legit ASL sign? No. Do people use it all the time? Mm-hmm. But this is technically TRK, moving slowly, slightly back away from you, the correct sign. Garden, non-dominant, flat palm down. I don't know why this is an initialized sign. This one has the G in it for garden. Dominant makes a G hand shape, starts at my fingertips, moves out and around and away from me, and hits my elbow. So from the side, it looks like, again, like that rainbow shape. Garden. Gate, 4 hand shapes. Dominant does the movement, like here's a gate, it's closed, and now I'm going to open again 2 times. So whoop, whoop, like you're opening the door twice. Gate. Key, in case you ever need to talk about a house key. Key is I guess we'd call it a modified X because it's not really an X. I'm going to tuck that pointer finger behind my thumb, and I'm just going to have like the knob of my knuckle sticking up. I'm going to take my non-dominant flat palm facing the opposite direction, and I'm going to stick that, what's supposed to be the key, into the middle of my palm and twist it forward twice. Key. Mailbox, sign for mail, like getting a letter in the mail. Non-dominant flat palm facing toward you. Dominant thumb is out. I put it at my mouth like I'm licking a stamp, and I stick it in the upper right-hand corner of my non-dominant, like this is my envelope and I'm sticking a stamp on it. Mail, and then sign for box is just like the sign for room. We're putting the front and back and then the sides on. Smaller though. I mean, rooms are bigger, boxes are usually smaller, right? So mail, box. If you want to send a letter, send it out. Send it, non-dominant flat palm down. Dominant makes like a bent hand shape and then out to a flat hand shape. Out and away it goes. Shed, I've usually just seen that finger spelled. In case you do have a shed, sometimes you can add the little house movement afterward, put the roof on the sides, shed. You can put it wherever it belongs with that claw hand shape. Most of the time with classifiers, they're called classifiers. Once you identify whatever noun you're using, shed, give it a shape, then I can set it somewhere in space because ASL is 3-dimensional. Most of the time, if it's something small, almost all smaller animals, we use what we call the bent V hand shape. So this could be a bunny, a turtle, anything of that nature. If it's a vehicle, almost all vehicles use that 3 hand shape, that classifier for a car driving or a truck or a semi. The only vehicle that doesn't use that 3 hand shape is an airplane, which uses the I love you hand shape. Let's see what else. Oh, and the claw. The claw is 10, those are the most common 4 probably. 3 or 4, can't remember how many I told you. The claw is used for big buildings. So a house, a shed, you can put it wherever it is in space. Maybe it's in this corner of my lawn, maybe it's in this corner. Lastly, pool, in case you have a pool. P-O-O-L. You just fingerspell it. Pool. Sometimes people assign water and then show the shape of it, or show the shape of it with their pointer fingers if it's more of a rectangular pool or circular pool. Cool.